teachers, and thanks for joining me for things you should know about benefit that nobody tells you. There's some things that even when you ask the right questions, you don't always get the right answers, or you don't always understand the answers that you do get. So today I'm going to walk you through a few important things that I think you will like to know as a new teacher with CMS. Let's start with leave balances. So you have three different types of leave. You have annual leave, sick leave, and personal leave. Annual leave is accrued each month to the tune of 1.17 days per month. A beginning teacher's annual leave goes towards the 10 built-in days that you use up during the course of the school year. Therefore, you don't actually earn those 10 plus days in a year because they're automatically taking 10 away for holidays that are built in. For example, winter break and spring break. If you take a day, or if you're hired later in the school year, you probably will have a negative balance of annual leave, and your pay may be taken at the end of the year to make up for those days. Any additional annual leave days that you have when you retire will actually be paid out, which is kind of a nice little benefit. Your sick leave comes at 1 day per month. You never lose them. You might, however, be asked for a doctor's note when you do call in sick, and all of your sick days will go towards retirement time if there are any days left available when you retire. Then finally, you have personal days, which are accrued at 2/10 of a day per month, and you must call in a substitute because these personal days are days that you would use when students are in the building, but they are available to you. A little bit more on this built-in annual leave idea. So there are 10 days per school year that are built in to your days off. So those are days that you're earning every single month that then the district takes back for those holidays. Buildings are closed during those times, which really leaves summer break as your time for additional vacation. Now, pay dates are a little different in the education world. So here's some things that you need to know about this. So you will get paid once a month. I know that sounds bad, but it's really not. It's really not so bad. You get paid on the last working day of the month. The pay that you receive at the end of the month is actually for the last 2 weeks of the previous month and the first 2 weeks of the next month. So when you get paid at the end of August, that pay is for the last 2 weeks of August and the first 2 weeks of September. When you get paid at the end of September, that check is for the last 2 weeks of September and the first 2 weeks of October, which means your last paycheck comes at the end of May, where you are getting paid for the last 2 weeks of May and those first 2 weeks in June that you have to work. If payday falls on a weekend, it will go out the Friday before. You can also request that your bank automatically drafts a portion of your monthly check that will help you save for the summer. I found that also very helpful for me when I was first teaching. You can also schedule automatic deposits into your bank account through the employee self-service site, which is on our intranet site. You may have been hired as an alternative licensed teacher, and if you have been, a few things that you need to be aware of. There will be required coursework that you'll have to take through an educator preparation program or an EPP in order to become fully licensed. You also will be required to do some content testing to become fully licensed. And finally, a portfolio project will be required for you to become fully licensed. And when I say fully licensed, I mean when you get your final professional license that you then renew on a 5-year basis. So beginning teachers should be assigned a qualified mentor within the first 10 days after you were hired. Mentors are very important. They can help you really understand the teaching profession better, how to interact with your students, content, pedagogy, all kinds of things. You're also going to be required to complete 2 online courses in My Talent. Those numbers are 422172 and 422171. You will also be asked to complete annual training for the North Carolina Teacher Evaluation Process, the NCTEP. And you will also be asked to complete and sign a professional development plan. Your mentor will be available to help you with that. Some extra benefits that are available through Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. There's a site called My Savings, and I have created a bit.ly for you so that you can access these discounts on everything from attractions to activities, pets, travel, food, you name it, it's here. The bit.ly CMS for me, don't forget that for a bit.ly, you must be case sensitive and type it exactly the way it's written there. So in conclusion, I just want you to know that my name's Tracy Edwards. I'm with the Beginning Teacher Development and Support Team, and we literally love our beginning teachers. So if we can ever support you, feel free to reach out to btdevelopment@cms.k12.nc.us. And I would also like to ask you to follow us through our social media. So if you go in to any of these social media sites, like us, follow us, add information to, add content to us. We would love it. So finally, thank you. I appreciate your time. Again, my name is Tracy Edwards. My email address, if you want to reach out to me, is Tracy, TRACY .edwards@cms.k12.nc.us. Thanks a bunch. Bye.